Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kim Explains on this day, 24th July 2022. Now, today, Raila Odinga has communicated through his official campaign strategist, Professor Makau Mutua, that he's not going to attend the presidential debate together with William Ruto and other presidential candidates. Now, this can be explained in very many ways, but the consequences of this are more fatal to Raila Odinga than to any other candidate. One, it could be true that Raila Odinga will not attend. And if that is true, then it only means that he fears a debate with his main competitor, William Ruto, because he obviously knows that William Ruto is a smart guy. He can say anything, just as he said in this letter where he was cancelling that attendance, that William Ruto can say anything to manipulate the viewers and those who are watching him, those who follow him or those who don't follow him. And that makes Raila Odinga to fear. And instead of attending that debate on national televisions, he said he will be attending in Jericho halls, where the questions will not be coming from the interviewers of the national televisions, but from the common mwananchi in Jericho. If that is true, I will repeat that Raila Odinga is fearing William Ruto. But when I interrogate the history of Raila Odinga and the information and the courage, the political competence of Raila Odinga, I see no man to retreat and to say that he will not attend a national debate that is going to give him a national coverage, and if he is smart enough, it is going to add him more votes and more preference by Kenyans. That is something least expected by Raila Odinga. And if Raila Odinga is honest that he's not going to attend, the meaning is what I have told you. However, this is politics. And in politics, you do anything to make sure that you win, you get the right numbers at the right time without wasting any moment. Maybe Raila Odinga does not mean that he's not going to attend that debate. Maybe this is just a deliberate move to confuse the William Ruto's team from preparing so much to face the former Prime Minister and from interrogating what the former Prime Minister is planning to do on that day to finish William Ruto. Maybe this is a trick for Raila to give William Ruto a leeway or a chance to relax, so that William Ruto can relax and not to prepare for that debate, even though the Raila team is complaining on the content and the questions expected on that day, what needs to be avoided and what needs to be asked. I am seeing this as a trick, as a political trick used by Azimio to challenge the UDA side and the Kenya Kwanza fraternity, so that they could expect least and they could relax and think that the debate will be so much favorable to them now that there is absence of the main competitor. If you think about this, and you know Raila Odinga well, if you're watching this video up to this time, then it means you are a follower of politics and you're a fan of politics. With the way you know Raila Odinga, do you think he can avoid this national debate to go to a village hall and get questions from people who have no coverage across the country and avoid this coverage? Yet Raila Odinga is the man. He is the man who has been with the favor of the national televisions and radio station. Most companies are favoring Raila Odinga. Maybe or maybe not, they could ask questions that are more favorable to Odinga and are hard to William Ruto. Is it that, or is it otherwise? The third thing that I think Raila Odinga is fearing is that if we avoid the obvious question of any debate and we focus on the content of the manifesto, on how Kenyans want the government to change or to operate in the next government after Uhuru's retirement, maybe Raila Odinga is fearing to bring competition between the manifestos, between the manifesto of the Azimio and the manifesto of the Kenya Kwanza. Most probably, Raila Odinga has no these comprehensive or very detailed manifesto that explains that you will do this and this is the pathway. I'll take, for example, corruption. In corruption, William Ruto's side is proposing that we make the institutions of that deals with corruption independent, and we give them their independent budget so that they can stop relying on the national government funding that leads them to be lenient on the government side. So Raila Odinga, yes, on the other hand, is saying that he will fight corruption. But there is no clear way in which Raila Odinga is telling that this is what the current government is doing and this is what we will do different in his manifesto. And I guess that difference is whole across and is common across the whole manifesto, all the points of the manifesto between Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. There is no clarity of the pathway into which the Raila government will implement the manifesto. Is it that Raila is trying to say that they cannot share the same podium because he's too big or too smart for William Ruto? Or because Raila Odinga is fearing the man William Ruto and his content? Or because Raila has nothing to offer for the country? I'm saying nothing because most of these people, if you go to the ground and listen to the ground, you have the right to listen to it and have a different opinion than mine. But if you ask me, when you go to the ground and ask people, what is the manifesto for Raila Odinga, they will tell you nothing. But you ask about William Ruto, they have something to tell. I don't know what your opinion is about this. But I'd like your opinion on the comment section. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so and like this video so that YouTube can recommend to many other Kenyans. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kim and that is my explainer on why Raila Odinga will not attend the presidential debate.